If you got offered $1 million to on the spot start talking about a certain topic with no breaks for 30 minutes, what would you start talking about?
It would definitely be about mangroves. This is Rhizophlora mangle. This is the red mangrove. There's a couple ways to tell a red mangrove from other mangroves. One is by its leaf size. It has the broadest, darkest greenest leaf. Also pretty common to see these yellow leaves on the red mangrove. Some people call those sacrificial or suicidal leaves. It was once believed that these leaves were responsible for getting rid of salt that got into the plant. That's no longer believed to be true. As you can see, they're just the oldest leaf on these bundles, and from time and all that water that they've been absorbing, they've just accumulated the most amount of salt. But it's really statistically not significantly more than any of these other leaves on here. Another way you can tell a red mangrove from other mangroves are by its propagules. So a propagule is a baby mangrove, like a baby in a human womb. This is getting all of its nutrients from this little umbilical cord. It's already germinated. It's got its first leaf coiled up here in this pod and its first root. They are excellent at drifting away from the parent plant. They can survive up to a year with enough stored energy in them before they have to root. And that could be thousands of miles from where it originated. Another way you can tell mangroves apart are by their roots. And so if you look down here, these are aerial and prop roots. And so those little spaghetti stilt-like legs prop the plant up and out of the water. And so these plants can survive in the deepest water, where the black and white mangroves have to be further upshore. They have little pores called lenticels, and that allows for gas exchange. And so you'll see aerial roots real high up on the stem, and all these little tiny pores on here are going to be allowing for it to exchange oxygen from the atmosphere, while the rest of the roots are underwater, flooded. Some mangroves are excretors, so they secrete salt out onto their leaves or special glands. Mangroves, like the red mangrove, they're excluders. So through their roots, through those glands and pores, they're able to kind of filter out almost 90%, if not 95% of that salt out of the water, and very little gets into those plants and then just gets discarded by these leaves as they die off. So that's a little bit about mangroves, and particularly the red mangrove.